Championship Wrestling, bringing you great wrestling action, sanctioned by the NWA, National Wrestling Alliance.
All right, fans, we welcome you here back to the superstation that is the nation. Tony Chimoti here. This is World Championship Wrestling, the Legends of 605. What a great night we've got lined up for you tonight. The biggest names in the NWA will be here in competition. We're going to kick things off with one that you're going to definitely not want to miss. One half of the Steiner brothers, Rick Steiner, in action as he gets ready to go one-on-one with a man known as the Assassin. We're going to see so much great action, including tag team matches you won't want to miss. The Russians are here. We are going to be seeing the best of the best, and it's all going to take place right here as part of the Legends. Stick around as we send you to the ring. All right, ready to kick things off. Here he comes, Rick Steiner, the dog-faced gremlin, heading down the aisle.
Making his way to the ring, representing the Steiner brothers from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 255 pounds, Rick Steiner.
Going to be in the broadcast booth as usual, Stu, ma'am, and Stu, what do you make of this one?
Well, you know, we have seen Rick Steiner, and he is definitely all man inside that ring. One of the greats to come out of the University of Michigan in amateur wrestling. Has transitioned to the world of professional wrestling seamlessly, and he's a powerhouse. I'll tell you right now, look at the size of this guy. Look at the way he's put together. And the Assassin may be pretty well known around the world, but this guy right here getting ready to get a little bit well known himself here.
Assassin locking up now with Rick Steiner. Not sure how that's going to turn out for him. The power advantage going to Steiner early on. Backs him into the corner. And the referee going to get that separation there, but Steiner not going to let it last for long. Comes up with the power that we talked about with that big suplex, and Masked Assassin down early in this one.
Not a big surprise. Again, the dog-faced gremlin, as he has been nicknamed. He is indeed something else. He is able to put every aspect of professional wrestling together, and it's made him quite the adversary for everybody who has stepped inside that square circle with him.
Assassin again just trying to keep up with him, and right now Rick Steiner getting the advantage. Look at that headlock. He is really wrenching it on.
Well, the Assassin, he has been around a long time. He's been in the ring with some greats for sure, but right now he's finding out what it's like to be on the other end of a match with somebody the caliber of Rick Steiner, and I'll tell you, there are not a lot of them out there.
Rick Steiner definitely cut from a different cloth. There is a reason this man was All-American. There is a reason he was a dominant force in Michigan when he and his brother attended the university there.
Oh, the Assassin now getting a couple of shots of his own in there. Nice back heel trip taking him down. And what's going on here?
Oh, that's a great Muta, the television champion. Well, last week it was Steiner getting involved in Muta's business, and perhaps it's a little bit of retribution here. Oh, look out, small package.
He's going to take advantage if he can, and probably a wise move by the Assassin to do that.
Rick Steiner was distracted, perhaps still is, as Muta's still here ringside right now.
Well, Muta getting another big victory over Ricky Steamboat a week ago, and we saw the presence of Rick Steiner. Muta apparently did not care too much for that.
Steiner again, German suplex, almost broke him in half of that one. Well, the Assassin back to his feet now. Gonna have to find an answer if he can.
So many different ways does this Steiner have of throwing the man around, and he's now making Muta watch.
Yeah, I've got a feeling Steiner, I don't think he speaks too much Japanese, but he's probably letting Muta know that, hey, right now it's him, next up is you. Oh, there's the Running Bulldog.
Yeah, he should go for the cover now. I think he's got it if he does.
I'm not sure about the victory right now. I think what Steiner's doing is sending a message to the television champion. Here's the cover. Oh, and he got him.
Well, he made short work of him, and again, Muta had to stand by and watch that one.
Taking a look at some of the highlights from this one. There's that Running Bulldog. That one knocked him out.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot left after that Bulldog. I tell you, his head bounced off the canvas.
Big victory for Rick Steiner, and Muta better know that he is hot on the heels of the television champion. Stick around, fans. More action to come here on World Championship Wrestling.
He's American made.
Wrestling fans, make sure you join us on Saturday mornings right here for Saturday Morning Superstars of Wrestling. All of the greats from the past will be right here on Saturday mornings here on the Nation Network. Names like Rowdy Roddy Piper, Bruno Sammartino, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, the Magnificent Morocco, and many, many more. All the action right here on the Nation Network Saturday mornings, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. What you gonna do when the legends of wrestling run wild on you? All right, fans, we are back in the ring at this time. Tavish Noon from Great Britain.
Yeah, well, we've seen quite a bit of Tavish and wily veteran. We say it every single time out there. It's a man who really knows how to take care of himself inside the squared circle.
Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 250 pounds.
Hold the phone just a moment. Look who's back. The Prince of Darkness himself, Kevin Sullivan, making his return here to the superstation that is the Nation.
It has been quite some time since Kevin Sullivan has been here as part of the NWA, but apparently, indeed, he is back, and look at him.
Still as sinister as ever. You know, we've said it before, Tavish has been in the ring with all types of talent. I'm not sure he's ever been in the ring with Kevin Sullivan before. And if not, good luck, pal. That's all I got to say to you.
Kevin Sullivan is one of those proverbial don't judge the book by looking at the cover type of wrestlers. He's not the biggest and doesn't appear to be the most ferocious, but I'll tell you right now, you don't want to get into a fight with this man.
I don't want to get in the ring with this man. I don't like doing interviews with this man. He's dangerous. He's unpredictable.
Probably two of the greatest adjectives I can think of when it comes to Kevin Sullivan right there.
Oh, Sullivan calling him out already. Bell sounds and action's underway. Right away, going to the rear waistlock is Kevin Sullivan.
Nice reversal there by Tavish Noon.
Having some camera trouble early on here. Think we got it worked out. Sullivan now back in control.
He's wrenching up on that headlock right now. I'll tell you, Kevin Sullivan, he is one of those guys given half an opportunity, and this is something Tavish Noon better be aware of. Do not go outside the ring with Kevin Sullivan.
No, definitely don't want to do that. That's the Devil's Playground, and he is very much at home out there as Kevin Sullivan. Nice move right there by Tavish to duck out the offense. Going for the cover.
Well, that'd be a quick one if he can pull it off. He got two. Oh, reversal now by Sullivan.
And another reversal. Well, Tavish Noon want to be really careful because I'll tell you right now, it doesn't take much to flip the switch on Kevin Sullivan. And once that switch is on, good luck finding the off button.
Yeah, not too many people can say that they ever have. When you talk about Kevin Sullivan, you're looking at one of the toughest, meanest, just absolute violent individuals here in the world of wrestling. He refers to and calls upon the dark powers.
Well, indeed, we know one thing for sure. He has called on the great Abuda Dean on many occasions in the past. He has sought counsel with the man he considers to be his leader.
Have you ever met the great Abuda Dean?
I have never been asked to go to the Temple of Knowledge, and I don't think I would go if I were. Tavish Noon doing a great job of holding on to that side. Headlock it now, takes Sullivan over. Can you imagine if he pulls out a victory over Sullivan on his return?
I'd be very, very surprised. Number one. Number two, I think if you're Tavish Noon, you'll be much indeed in the world of regret because Sullivan is not one to forgive and forget, and right now he's already not one to be happy about the way things are going.
Big elbow that time by Sullivan, finds its mark, and Tavish pulling himself out to the apron, but there is no safe place when your match is against the Taskmaster, Kevin Sullivan. Indeed, he is back, and he's letting everyone here know it.
Well, you know, we talk about letting everyone know it. Everyone in that locker room right now, I can promise you, is going to be glued to the monitors. He's got a long history, a long track record with a lot of people that do not like him.
Sullivan now working on the arm here on the ringside area. We said earlier on, don't go outside the ring with him, and thus far, Tavish Noon is finding out why.
Well, Tavish able to throw him off long enough to get back in the ring, and that might be the smartest move he's done all day.
Sullivan with that boot right to the face, and now Tavish in trouble. Sullivan charging in, and he caught him with a clothesline.
Sullivan thinks he's got him. Will that be enough? That's a 2 count, and he didn't even kick out. He barely got a shoulder, but Sullivan not happy.
Now Kevin Sullivan could have hooked the leg, and that would have been a match over. Sullivan again down. Oh, the spike to the midsection. That's going to be all she wrote.
Can't imagine kicking out of that one.
Not going to happen. Not going to happen. As we take a look back, ladies and gentlemen, at moments from this one early on, Tavish trying to get out of this match with a victory.
Well, he had the right idea, get in, get out, but it wasn't going to happen, and we take a look at Sullivan now. Look at the real estate he covers here with that elbow drop. My goodness.
Sullivan follows up with a big clothesline, taking him down, and now Tavish in trouble. And there it is, that double foot stomp to the midsection. They are not going to kick out of that. I don't care who you are.
Here is your winner, Kevin Sullivan.
Maybe looking at some dark days ahead, ladies and gentlemen, here in the NWA. Kevin Sullivan has returned.
Most people have the wrong impression about the World Wrestling Federation. We're a non-violent form of entertainment.
We never use sex to enhance our image.
As athletes, we understand the importance of being positive role models. We're good, wholesome family entertainment.
We're trying to make the world a better place for mankind.
WWF Attitude.
Get it?
All right, fans, we are back, and I am joined here by the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. And Dusty, you came up short at the Clash of the Champions for the World Heavyweight title, but I know you've got other things on your mind right now. And let me tell you something right now, baby. Nature Boy Ric Flair, you and the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, we have a great history together. We're going to be finding a way once again to get into that ring, head-to-head, nose-to-nose, if you will. And that heavyweight championship will be on the line, and the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, it's only a matter of time, baby, before I take that championship title and bring it back where it belongs, to the people. That's who that championship title belongs to. You think it is yours. It is not, sir. It belongs to these fine people out here. You are the one holding it right now, and you should have a level of respect for that. Now, I do have other things on my mind right now, as you said, Mr. Tony Schiavone, because what did we just see out here a little moment ago? A man named Kevin Sullivan, baby. Taskmaster, you call yourself whatever you want. I call you the devil. And I know you better than anybody. You and I have been up and down the roads together, baby. We have been through the highs, we've been through the lows. We have run the Sunshine State to the point where it was nighttime and only the moon was left. Kevin Sullivan, you come out here to cast your dark shadow on the NWA. And you're going to have to get through the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, to do it. And I don't think you have what it takes. It's only a matter of time. I'm telling you right now, Tony, I'm telling all these people out here, whether it's Kevin Sullivan, whether it's Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard, Nature Boy Ric Flair, I don't care who it is, I don't care when it is, but the American Dream is working his way right back to the top of the ladder, baby. It's going to happen. Mark my words. All right, fans, we'll see all about that. I have no doubt we're going to send you once again back up to the ring for more action. Well, here we go. Abdullah the Butcher.
Weighing in at 360 pounds. The Butcher.
Well, it's kind of like high school reunion. Everybody's been coming back to the NWA as of late.
Well, it's really simple. They all know this is where the greatest talent is, and everybody wants to measure themselves against the best. Coming up later on to prove that, we're going to see the Midnight Express in action. We're also going to see a big main event. Ivan Koloff one-on-one against the man they call Sting. As Denny Brown in the ring right now. Oh, look at this. Denny Brown caught Abdullah. Shoulders are down. Oh, that was a close one.
Well, Denny Brown, perhaps watching our last match and thinking, hey, I better get out of there quickly. You don't want to stick around too long against somebody like Abdullah the Butcher.
Abdullah, since making his return, has done so by coming after a man they call Vader. And I've got to tell you, I'm not sure what lies behind that. It just seemed like a very mysterious teaming up, or you would think they would team up. That's the thing that surprises me. I don't know where the bad blood comes from, but I'm sure we will find out in time.
Yeah, for Abdullah to be gone as long as he had been, and to now show up here in the NWA, and the first target he finds is one of the biggest and the baddest men to come down the pike in quite some time. There's got to be something behind it.
Abdullah really doing a number here on Denny Brown. Again, I think Denny had the right idea early on in the match. Right now, Abdullah doing everything. Oh, look at him choking him out the corner. Abdullah taking full advantage of the referee and the 5 count.
If anybody knows how to take advantage, it would indeed be Abdullah the Butcher.
Big elbow right to the jaw. In his absence here from the NWA, Abdullah the Butcher has been making a name for himself in the world of professional wrestling, no doubt about that. There are still people talking about the night that Madison Square Garden was leveled between he and Andre the Giant. Maybe that's just a thing for Abdullah right now. He's going after the biggest names and the biggest men he can get his hands on.
Butterfly suplex nicely done, and just to show he can actually wrestle when he wants to. I tell you right now, the video of that match between he and Andre is absolutely stunning to see.
Back body drop, and Denny Brown took the big man all the way out to the floor. Denny trying to capitalize on the moment, wasn't able to do it. Top block to the back of the knee, and that's smart right there. Make the big man a little bit smaller.
Yeah, if you can take away the legs from a guy like Abdullah the Butcher, who's carrying well over 400 pounds, he will not be nearly the physical force or the threat that he is at the moment.
He is desperately trying to get a hold of Denny Brown. Oh, and now he's done it. And Denny Brown is out there on the floor with him, and that's what Abdullah wants.
You know, we talked earlier on about this being the Devil's Playground with Kevin Sullivan. Well, guess what? Here's another one who is very comfortable.
Denny Brown thrown into the steel guardrail, and now Abdullah. Just got sent flying down, and here comes Denny. Both men back into the ring. Abdullah the Butcher fighting his way out of the grasp of Denny Brown. And here's a knee right to the head. Denny Brown now coming up with some offense, or at least trying to, but Abdullah just too much for him.
Those shots with so much weight behind him, and already we see Denny Brown is a bloody mess. Went up for the slam. Abdullah couldn't hold him, and now Denny Brown fighting out of desperation at this point in time, but that blood flowing down. And I'll tell you, nothing gets Abdullah the Butcher up and moving better than seeing the blood of his opponent.
Now, I'll tell you what, the only thing that might get him more motivated is his own, because he's an equal opportunist, and he does not mind it. See him using those boots to the head of Denny Brown. There's that clothesline, down he goes. Abdullah doing a number right here. Denny Brown is in a whole lot of trouble.
Abdullah really punishing this man right now, and that's all there is to it.
Another big shot to the head, and that wound is just getting worse by the moment. Denny thought he had Abdullah, and Abdullah let him know you don't. Irish whip, reversal by Denny Brown, sends the big man in. And now Denny, I thought he was going to go for that bulldog that we saw from Steiner earlier on.
Would have been a great opportunity. I don't know if he would have had the strength to make it happen or not. Here's a cover. He got a one count on Abdullah the Butcher.
Well, there's a period of time in this match alone where I didn't think we'd ever see him get a one count. Oh, look at Abdullah with a double chop right to the throat. Oh, my goodness. Denny Brown is in trouble. Abdullah drops the elbow. That's it.
I don't see him get that. Oh, he does. He finds a way to kick out.
Denny Brown not doing himself any fans, or any favorites, I should say. The fans right now seem to appreciate what he's doing. Here's a small package. It will be a massive upset. No.
Well, Denny Brown talking about fighting out of desperation.
I'd say out of self-preservation. Look at the body of Denny Brown. The blood flowing. That lacerated forehead. Oh, the headbutt down, and he splits him even more. Abdullah again with the elbow.
That's over 400 pounds, and that's all she wrote.
Another big victory for Abdullah the Butcher here in the NWA. Oh, and just a moment, Vader attacks from behind.
Well, I'll tell you right now, nothing settled between these two.
Indeed, Vader and Abdullah now facing off. Vader has him up.
Well, Abdullah may not have taken a lot of punishment in the match with Denny Brown, but I dare say that cardio is not his strong suit, and he's been out there for over 5 minutes. Vader comes in as a fresh man with a Vader bomb.
Vader bomb connecting, and Abdullah the Butcher may rule the day that he decided to get involved with Vader.
Vader pulling back on him, trying to draw, and indeed Abdullah tapping out, but this is not a match, and that does not mean anything.
Vader not trying to just beat him, he's trying to put him out right now. They collide, and it's a meeting of the mass.
Well, Vader in this one is taking complete advantage.
Oh, now Abdullah getting a shot in on Vader.
Abdullah, what's he got? He's got himself a steel chair.
Right to the back, and Vader is down.
Oh, this is Abdullah in his comfort zone. There's a shot to the head, and now this thing is breaking down. We're going to need security out here.
I don't think anybody wants to get anywhere near this one. The great equalizer has been that steel chair in the hands of Abdullah the Butcher. Vader kicks him off in the nick of time, and now, oh, don't do it! Tower bomb!
Well, let me tell everybody something. America is back. 2024 was a great year. And in 2025, we made the decision to make America great again. And what better way? With real American beer. We're bringing America back together in 2025 with real American beer. So what you gonna do when real American beer and all my Hulkamaniacs run wild on you?
All right, fans, we are back. What an unbelievable event took place moments ago. Vader and Abdullah the Butcher going head-to-head.
Tag team match set for the fall. Introducing first, from Tennessee, weighing in at 222 pounds, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert.
As we take a look at Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert as he heads to the ring for tag team action, he has agreed to be the tag team partner of Rocky King. And they're going up against the likes of the Midnight Express.
Well, when it comes to tag team wrestling, you're looking at some of the best right here, but Midnight Express, not real happy about the way things have played out for them with the U.S. Tag Team titles.
And Loverboy Dennis, the Midnight Express.
Well, indeed, they made it to the finals. They went up against Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson for the United States Tag Team Championship, and they came up short. Back to the drawing board, as they say.
Well, this is indeed the drawing board. They are right now working their way back up. The tag team division here is as hot as it ever gets anywhere. And understand we've got some big news coming up about tag team wrestling here in the weeks to come.
Indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Nice move right there. Hot stuff. Eddie Gilbert was ready. Oh, and a shot to the back of the neck of beautiful Bobby. Nice move again. Hot stuff. Eddie Gilbert in control. Midnight Express. You got to wonder what exactly, how does it affect the psyche when you come up short in a big match like the one they had with the Rock and Roll Express at Clash of the Champions?
Well, I tell you, combat sports is a very mental game. I mean, when you're coming in on a losing streak, that can definitely get inside. You know, I remember the NFL, a gentleman named Scott Norwood, the Buffalo Bills kicker, had a chance to be the hero and win the Super Bowl, but came up a little bit short with a kick that went wide left. He was never the same after that.
Yeah, I can understand the psychology and how that would get. Oh, wait a minute. Hot Stuff accidentally just caught his tag team partner with that one.
Well, Eaton thought he'd take care of the opportunity there of the distraction, and instead, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert ends up catching the advantage of the distraction, also preventing him from making the tag to Condrey.
Oh, Bobby Eaton got the boots up, and now Gilbert is rocked. Hot Stuff. Oh, no, not that pile driver. That's it.
Goes for the cover after a pile driver. Oh, and he just barely kicks out of that one.
Definitely one of the most devastating maneuvers anywhere in the world, that pile driver. Great move right there by Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert again. Doing a good job of staying out of the danger zone. The danger zone, of course, is that quarter. And he's managing again to prevent the tag from being made.
Well, we're not used to seeing Gilbert in tag team matches, and certainly not with Rocky King. My understanding, the first time they've ever teamed up, Rocky went up to him and said, "Hey, I need a tag team partner. Would you be my partner?" And Eddie Gilbert agreed, and here we go.
Nice drop kick that time by Rocky King. And again, the Midnight Express just not on the right page with one another. Rocky King drives a knee right into the chest, comes up with another one. Running bomb into the corner. Gilbert watching on intently from ringside. Oh, look at this. Bobby Eaton caught him with a shot to the midsection, and now Rocky King to the ropes back out front. Dropped down by Eaton. Leapfrog by Bobby. And a back body drop, and Rocky King goes for the ride. There's a cover, hook and a leg. Save made by Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert.
Oh, Rocky King with a mistake there. He went after Condrey. Condrey's not the legal man in the ring. Well, now he is.
Condrey going for the cover. The foot of Rocky King outside the bottom rope. Referee didn't see it.
Rocky King right now having a little bit of trouble here. As Dennis Condrey sends him to the ropes. Back out front he goes, and the referee got in the way.
Condrey taking advantage of it, though. Big knee lift. Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert was reaching for the tag. Bobby Eaton back in again. Legal man Rocky King is in trouble.
Eaton measuring him up right here. Stomping away, making it look easy.
Well, they're doing a great job of tagging in and out, and Rocky King right now just trying to get back up to his feet. I'm not sure if he knows where his corner is at the moment. Now he might. Snapmare takes him over. Now Rocky King to the ropes, back out front. Cross body block, nicely done. Goes for the cover, left hand up. He's got 2.
2 and 3/4 count.
Condrey now has Rocky King in the air, shoulder breaker.
Rocky King was trying to get to Eddie Gilbert, and Dennis Condrey cut him off, just wouldn't let him through. Well, that is the name of tag team wrestling right there.
And now choking him out. Condrey has got Rocky King right where he wants him. And he's making hot stuff Eddie Gilbert watch the entire time. Look at this snapmare. Wrenching the neck of Rocky King. And now Rocky King has been busted open.
Yeah, the blood's starting to flow down the forehead, and look out, there's Bob Eaton from the middle rope. Oh, there's going to be more blood. After that one, hooks the leg to Eaton.
He got him. Big win for the Midnight Express to get back into the win column.
Well, I'll say for a first-time meeting or a first-time matchup, hot stuff Eddie Gilbert and Rocky King didn't do that badly, considering the caliber of opponents they went up against.
Well, we could definitely see them teaming up again in the future. Wouldn't surprise me, and I do think if they spend a little more time together, they may turn into quite the tag team. There was a moment where Hot Stuff had to make the save, and then there were some confused moments in the match for Rocky King where he didn't realize who the legal man was. Look at this shot by Eaton right there, though, right between the eyes. Already had him busted open.
Here are your winners. Beautiful Bobby Eaton and Lover Boy Dennis, the Midnight Express.
Big victory indeed for those guys. We'll be back with plenty more action still to come. Sting in action.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has great genes.
Spice beef. Spice. Need a little excitement? Step into a Slim Jim! Need a little excitement? Step into a Slim Jim! Oh yeah!
All right, fans, joining me here at the broadcast table, the Horsemen and gentlemen, a lot going on here in the world of the NWA.
Well, you know something, Tony? Everybody seems to think it's an easy night at the office to be the world heavyweight champion. Dusty Rhodes, I heard you out here crying and whining about the fact that you came up short, pal. Well, that's on you. You want to have these people around here toting them around on your back all the time. Don't be surprised when you can't go no more. You're looking at the champ. I'm the 60-minute man, brother, because I can go all night long. You got some bad wheels. Everybody knows it. I took advantage, and I got the win. Back of the line, pal. Work your way back up if you can. Now, in the meantime, a lot of things going on around here. We see Abdullah the Butcher on one side, Kevin Sullivan showing up on the other, and I ask myself one simple question. What's causing all this? Well, what's causing all this is the fact that everyone wants to know if they're really the best in the world of wrestling or not. And there's only one way to find out, and that is to come to the NWA. To go one-on-one with a Horseman. Or 2-on-2, 3-on-3, or even 4-on-4 doesn't make any difference to us. We run and dominate the NWA. So if you're going to walk in here, be ready to pay the toll, if you know what I mean. These two gentlemen behind me, they are the tag team champions of the world. That means they're the best at what they do. There's no other tag team out there better than them. If you think you are, why don't you step into the ring and find out? Those two teams we just saw moments ago, all the respect in the world, but they're not in the same league. They're not in the same category as the Horsemen. Tully Blanchard, Art Anderson, the World Tag Team Champions, Midnight Express. You're great, but you're not that great.
What about the World Heavyweight Championship? Who is next in line?
Well, you know something? There's a championship committee that gets to make those decisions, and I'm going to let them do their job. But I can tell you this, diamonds are forever.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring.
What is going down here ringside? Lex Luger. I was just going to say, where's the fourth member of the Horsemen, but he just attacked Sting before the match.
Whoops. That's what happens when you take your eye off the prize.
All right, fans, this match starting up now. Luger attacking Sting. And I was just about to get to the point of saying, where is the total package? Stu, come on back in here. I don't know what to make of this.
Oh, I'll tell you what. Sting was getting ready to come out here, and he took a look at the world champion, and meantime, you saw what just took place here. The total package, Lex Luger attacking Sting from behind, and there's been some bad blood between those two men for weeks now.
Well, we've also got bad blood between Ivan Nikita Koloff and Sting and just about anybody else in the locker room. These Russians are not well liked at all here in the NWA. They are actually very much disliked. And now Sting has him up in the air, upside down over the shoulder. Oh, and just spiked him into the mat, almost head first, and Ivan's in trouble.
Ivan Koloff managing to kick out. That one definitely leaving a little bit of a mark behind.
I'm not sure Sting is back to 100% yet after that attack. The total package, Lex Luger, former United States champion, and he's not real happy about the new title he has, that being former. I was just getting ready to ask the Nature Boy Ric Flair what happened to Lex Luger. Why have we not seen him out there with him? And then that very moment, Luger comes out and attacks Sting, who is on the way to his own match. This is our main event, ladies and gentlemen. Legends of 605, the way that we can bring it to you only here and exclusively on the Nation Network.
The superstation that is the Nation. Koloff now bringing up the knees. Oh, and a big running knee to the head, and Sting is in trouble.
Well, we heard Ric Flair say it. In order to get anywhere in the NWA, you have to pay the toll, and the toll keepers are the Four Horsemen. You want to get to the top, you go through us. And Lex Luger, perhaps, has determined that he is going to stop Sting, who has been on a massive roll as of late. A lot of people say that he is going to be the next big thing here in the world of professional wrestling. I have to agree with many of them. Koloff coming off the top rope, driving that knee into Sting. That might be enough.
Well, we have seen him in a lot of matches with that very move. Sting had enough to survive.
This studio audience really impressed with what they're seeing thus far. Sting comes up with an elbow. Shoulder block, down goes the Russian Bear.
You know, I would say that Sting may have been slightly distracted early in the match, or even before the match, really, by thinking, where's Nikita Koloff? Instead of Nikita being the problem, it was a total package Lex Luger.
Nice move right there by the Stinger. Has him down for a count of 2, and he couldn't keep him there.
Well, one thing for sure, Sting is going to work on the Russian Bear, Ivan Koloff, and then what he wants is right here. I'm just going to say it.
Indeed, the Scorpion Deathlock is on. Will Koloff be able to survive it?
Not too many people can say they have.
Well, add Ivan Koloff's name to the list because he has, at least for now, there's that Bulldog. Sting caught him.
Oh, that one really got the full attention.
From the apron and Koloff down onto the floor.
Manages to kick him off now on Ivan Koloff.
And Sting goes crashing into the ring steps, and Koloff follows him up here on the floor. Head first into the concrete, and Sting is busted open.
It's been a rough night here of NWA Wrestling, and this is where the toughest competitors in the world compete, and that is what you will see.
Koloff running power slam to the youngster. Off the ropes now, comes off, drops a big elbow. Koloff raking the back, continues to hand out the punishment, and Sting's in trouble.
The Russian Bear, I'm waiting for the bear hug. That's one of the moves he puts a lot of people away with, and there he goes with a double sledgehammer to the back, and that is all about setting up for that move.
Indeed, the Ivan Koloff, the Russian Bear that I know, he is a powerful man. You can take nothing away from him. You might not like his politics, you might not like him and the things that he does, but when it comes to being a professional wrestler, you cannot take anything away from him. He's one of the biggest, baddest that you're going to find anywhere.
Well, he's a former world heavyweight champion. He has been in contention for many titles over, and there's the bear hug right there, but it's on the floor.
Sting in trouble, trying to fight out of this bear hug. It wouldn't matter even if he does tap out and submit right now, because on the floor there's no submissions.
And now Sting, oh, he just drove him into the concrete.
Big splash on the floor, Koloff is done.
Referees counting. Sting back in the ring, and he brought Ivan in there with him, and now thinks he's got him beaten. Perhaps he does.
2 3/4 count. Sting thought he had it. I thought he had it.
This crowd thought he had it.
Oh, right back to the bear hug. Sting in trouble.
Sting gonna have to find another way out of this.
The ribs being crushed in the grip of Ivan Koloff. Goes for the knee, and this time nobody's home. Sting's ready for him. Gonna go for the Scorpion Deadlock, but he's close to the ropes. Turns him over.
Koloff, all he's got to do is reach about 6 inches. He can't do it. Sting gets the win.
What a victory for the Stinger, ladies and gentlemen. We take a look back again. What a matchup. This is a great main event. Off the ropes, back out front. There's that Russian sickle.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a very formidable move, but I think his nephew Nikita has one that's even more devastating.
Running power slam, perfectly executed right there. And then from the middle rope down across the back.
Boy, oh boy, back and forth there. Well, look at him sitting deep into it right there. And you can see the torque on the back of Ivan Koloff. He'd had enough.
Despite the attack by Lex Luger, Sting victorious here in our main event. Thank you for joining us here, and we'll see you next week for more Legends of 605 here on the Nation Network.